Okay. The weirdest thing just happened. I was just recording a video and it just shut off after 2 minutes. That's very weird. But let's get to the point because I hate it when people don't get to the point. So my braid locks, as you can see, I've had them for about 9 years. I have another video that you can see on my channel that I've done in the past on how I installed them. So if you want to see that video, and if you want to see other videos on how I maintain my braid locks, style them, curl them, I do all sorts of wonderful things to my braid locks. Super, super, super fun. I post everything. So the braid locks have been really good to me. But, I mean, as you can see, I bleached them. And you can even tell that is not your camera. This is the truth. There's green tinge in them because I had once upon a time colored it blue and purple. It's a terrible idea. So that's the kind of versatility that you have that you don't have with like natural hair that is a benefit. On the other hand as well, I noticed a lot of people are starting to cut off their locks. And at first I was like, oh my God. Oh, you know? But, you know, you be watching YouTube and it's all these naturalistas with their like, you know, their like 3B hair. You know what I mean? And they just put a little conditioner in it and it just be looking so beautiful. And you be like, oh my God, I'm going to cut this junk off and I'm going to get that beautiful soft poof she got going on. But I be forgetting I have like 4C, extra C, capital C hair. It's never going to do that. But I do, like, at night, I be like, oh, my God, I wish I could just cut this off and I could just look like them. Like, let me show you an example of what I mean when I say extra C hair. If you look here, it's so difficult to see. Let's see. You can actually see how big my curl pattern is. And it's hard for you to gauge the size, right? So let me help you out. This is my pinky, and I have small fingers. So you see how thick, like, my curl pattern is, it's almost microscopic. And it's not always a complete cylindrical curl, which is also hard to see here. This one is a good one because it does have a nice cylindrical curl, but it does a lot of zigzagging. I don't know, it's useless to show you this stuff because you can't really tell. But it does a lot of zigzagging. It doesn't always, like, really go into that fine coil. So I'm never going to have that just amazing coil 4C beautiful situation. So here are the reasons why I think that braid locks are kind of whack sometimes. One of the things is, unlike coiled locks, you are never going to have a super clean look with your hair. That's never going to happen. I've trimmed my hair, and you would not believe. My hair, normally, if I don't trim it, it's actually twice as poofy as this. So what I mean by trimming is not, as you could tell by how raggedy in length my ends are, I don't mean that kind of trim. When I mean trim, it's like a grooming. I pull each dread out, and I'll take scissors, and I'll cut up and down the dread. Now, some people recommend against that. And I guess if you already have thin hair, I wouldn't recommend it because my hair is almost like a little too thin now. I'm not that happy with it. But this is how I look after I groom my whole head. So I just wouldn't recommend it for everyone. And then also people say that it makes the dreadlock weak. And I can't really prove or disprove that theory because my hair has all sorts of different consistencies because of what I've done to it as far as bleaching and stuff like that. I do believe it does make the dread a little bit thicker, weaker consistency, and then you'll find that your dreads will more easily break. And that's not beneficial. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why braid lock sucks. Another reason why braid locks kind of suck is there's this white dot that appears in your head. And if you don't believe me, you haven't Googled it. Just Google it, like white dots that appear in dreads. I don't know because I've never coiled if other dreadlock people experience this situation. But it's so hard because I work with white people and you want to make white people feel comfortable with their hair. And like, I mean, you can say what you want to say. It's hard enough for people to accept this. We're trying to normalize it. People are trying to pass laws, but this is not culturally accepted hairstyle. And I'm trying to, as you can see, do stuff to make it seem like it's normal and it's clean and it's not dirty. And so then I'll do like a fresh wash and I'll scrub, apple cider vinegar, baking soda. I'll do the whole 9. And then I'll come to work and my hair will dry and it'll be like, pff, like just white dots. White dots everywhere. It'll just look like I have the worst dandruff. But I know it's not dandruff. One of the main reasons why I know is because it will be way down in the dread. It'll be like down here. It never gets way down here. But it'll be like here. And it'll be like white dots. You know what I mean? So embarrassing. So that's one of the reasons why I started bleaching. I started the coloring because they were saying that it's like the head of the follicle, because the follicle doesn't actually fall out on the ground. It stays in your head. That the white, like meaty head of the follicle is in your head, stays in your lock. And when it dries, it turns white. It's so embarrassing. He would be like trying to talk to me like, hey, tell me what you do. And I'd be like, don't talk. I'm clean. Smell it. It's clean. So I started coloring it, and I noticed that when I color it, even if I just choose like a dark color, like it doesn't have to be black. If I choose like purple or like blue or whatever, and yes, this is not a figment of your imagination. That's green left over from blue that I did. It was ridiculous. I did that last November. It's still rinsing out. But those colors will actually stain those follicle things, and it stays, and it looks really good, because then your hair looks really like clean and neat, and people aren't like, oh, you're dirty, aren't you? But I wash my hair so much. Sometimes people are like, oh, maybe you wash your hair too much, but I'm nervous that these will stink. They don't stink. That's another thing that I love about these versus locks. I feel like sometimes people with locks, it has more of a smell. It doesn't like stink. But it just has more of a smell, I think, probably because it can't wash it as much. I have a very active lifestyle. I live near the beach. And, sorry, my battery's low. I live near the beach, and I love to work out. I try to work out like every day or every other day. So I just can't be sweating and having my hair stink. That can't happen. So luckily with this, I can swim, I can put it under a cap, I can do whatever. But it just never, as you can see, like, it's just never gonna have that super flat, like, you can't do the Kim Kardashian look. I can never be Kim. It's so stressful to me. I can't do Janet Jackson, I can't do none of those things. All right, so another, like, dirty topic that I heard about sister locking and interlocking in general, and I may be a victim, but I will be totally vulnerable here and we'll talk about it, is that locks the interlocking specifically, may rip out your roots like your edges and make you prematurely bald. Now, I got a whole bunch of ideas about that, and we could talk about that another day. I would like to do an evidence-based study on baldness and black women and traction, alopecia, because I think some of those assumptions about our hair is faulty, and maybe some of those things that's happening within our hair is genetic. Because a lot of black girls are going bald in the same places. I started going bald when I got perms. I stopped getting perms. The baldness got better, but now 10 years later, it's getting worse again. And some people will say that's due to the sister locks. It's not sister locks, my bad, it's braid locks. Now, I can't guarantee you, I can't say this now. But I have several other things that I've been doing which has been detrimental to my health. I've given up meat. I was anemic before I gave up meat, so now I know I'm like super anemic. So that will definitely make your hair thin. It will definitely make your hair fall out. I also started working out a lot and doing a lot of weightlifting. And if you're weightlifting, you have to consume the appropriate amount of protein. If you don't, your body will take from other parts, like your hair and your scalp, and your hair will just thin. So that's why you notice some people who are like super bodybuilders have like their hair looks very interesting. You know, it doesn't look like super sheeny and healthy. It's because of that weightlifting lifestyle. So even though you might not see my big muscles, it's a big protein pull on me, especially because I already am at a deficit to begin with. So I may be pulling from my edges to supply my protein. But then lastly is that the actual snatching of the tool is causing my edges to come out. My theory on why that's not happening is this. This is going to be so difficult. But if you look at like other parts of my hair, there's no thinning. And honestly, like the back of my head, I don't even know if it's even worth trying to show you. But the back of my head, there is no thinning at all. I wish it would thin. It's ridiculous. It's so like jungle thick back there. It's just thinning a lot. And only on my edges. And I don't think anybody's gonna watch this. Nobody's probably gonna watch this whole video, so I can be totally vulnerable here. Nobody's gonna see this. I was concerned that it might possibly be the locks pulling on my edges. So I cut my edges off. I mean like baby's butt off. Like a few weeks ago. Yeah, so actually here and here on both my heads, the hair is like a centimeter long. I did that. Okay, here's the thing. I gotta look at how thick my hair is. Like, I got this headband on, but like, this is groomed. So that means I cut off half the volume. And like, this is without having any hair right here on my sides. I just got a lot of hair. I know it won't be forever, but I just felt like I could do it. And I wanted to give my edges a rest. I wanted to see, is this really true what they're saying? So I wanted to cut the dreads off and see if it's really the interlocking that's caused the problem. So let's do some looking. Don't judge me, guys. This is so vulnerable. I never show anybody my edges. And I'm taking off my headband for you. Look. That's that black girl hat head, right? I've been wearing this all day. I was so happy wearing that at work. So, I'm sure you can already see where it looks like that I'm having issues. You want to really take a look. You want to see this? You can't handle the truth. So I'm sure you can see already, like, it's super thin. Look at that. And then the most embarrassing side that probably be complaining about all the time is, why couldn't the baldness have took the sideburn? I'm going bald right here and I still gotta shave my sideburn. It's so embarrassing. But that's another reason why I think this is genetic. It's not related to pulling, because I was pulling here. I'm pulling, I'm shaving, I'm doing all sorts of stuff, and this hasn't gone anywhere. And then just like this line right here, just gone. So I shaved. I couldn't bear to show you the shaved part because I'm so embarrassed. But now it's grown back. But as you can see, it's not really growing back like everywhere. It's just growing back. You see that? Oh my God, I'm never gonna get a date again. So, and just for anybody who wants to know, I really don't style my hair a lot. What I do now is I wear headbands. I think I already showed you my last Facebook Live. I'm so vulnerable right now. Y'all don't even love me. Y'all don't know. That's why I started making these. Like, as you can see, they're super thick, right? And they have a little curve right here on the end. And that was to, I don't know if you could, let me help you understand my insecurities. See? You following the logic? You see how it just covers that up, like, just perfectly? That's why I started making these. Because people at work were starting to see stuff. So, I was making these originally to just cover up my edges so people don't have to talk about me, or if they look at my edges, they saw something beautiful. I'm stressed out because I'm going to show you the other side. And the other side is worse. We just gonna talk, and if it gets real, it gets real. It gets Wendy Williams real. And so I wear headbands like every day, and so that's like sometimes I'm looking, I'm like, is it the headbands? Because I'm like, maybe I'm going through a little thinning here too. I don't know, but like, you know, you see, I could just like do this, and yes, this is my hair. I hope we're not. This is all of it, all the way to the end is mine. Okay. Yes. Yes, I know. Yeah. And the worst part is I started taking iron pills, and after cutting this or whatever, it was actually more bald. That sounds crazy, right? It was more bald than this. It was like shiny skin. Still sideburns. Still the sideburns. Look at it. It's like, it looks like I'm sick, I think. So yeah, this is the hair that grew back, and the rest of it just didn't even grow back. And that's where I'm at right now. This is really where I'm at. I tried to cut it, and I was like, I'm gonna do that cute, like, half shave style. And then I was like, I can't be cute because I ain't bald. That's why, because I ain't bald. So they have like sprays and stuff that you could use, and everybody be like, oh, do this. But I don't think, especially because this has been going on like 3 months. It's been like the whole summer. It's been like the whole summer that I shaved off my sides. 3 months. It's been 3 months that it started growing back. The baldness, like this severe, it's been going on since I had this job. So it's about 4 years. We just got so real. So if I ever fix it, I'm going to tell you, I've actually considered getting hair replacement therapy. And I always wear headbands. So some of this is just a tan because my skin literally never sees the sun right here anymore. But it was funny. I remember looking at my hair like a year ago and thinking like, oh, I wish I just didn't have no hair right there. Because it would, like you see like how it just falls kind of like flat. And so it looks kind of like, you know, kind of like I could pretend like I'm Kim Kardashian. No? It's the gap, right? But when I had more hair there, it'd be like this. I hated that stupid look. But now I have no hair there, and I wish it would grow back. I'd be like, just give me a little fuzz, and I'll leave it shaved. I won't twist it again, ever. But you don't see any thinning anywhere. And in the back of my hair, it's like your hand will get caught. And I'd be snatched. I'd be like, what? No, I'm kidding. I never do that. But I'd be pulling it pretty quick in the back of my head. And I never get any fallout. It don't thin out in the back. I wish it would. So anyways, I think that's enough. We done spent 20 minutes talking about my braid locks and talking about the disadvantages. I don't want to cut off my... Because, like, I could do this. You know what I mean? I could cover up. I could wear my headbands. I could... Oh, my gosh. When I curl my hair, it looks great. I mean, this is bone flat. So, I'll be looking at these girls on these natural hair things, and I'll be like, I'm going to cut this off, and I'm going to get that. And then I'll be looking at this, I'll be like, I'm going to cut my hair off, and I'm going to look like I have cancer. So, that's my life. I'm an older woman. I'm over the hill. I'm 35, and I'm going bald. I just started eating turkey bacon 2 weeks ago, And I always cook with a cast iron skillet. And now, 2 weeks ago, I've started taking vitamin E pills and iron. Not a full iron pills, but just like a little bit of iron. I also take biotin like crazy because that makes your hair grow for sure. But I know biotin is not. It doesn't work there. Nothing, I can take as much biotin as I want. Nothing grows back in these areas. So I don't know what's going to grow back. I don't know what's going to happen there, but I guess I got what I got. It's still not bad. It's not terrible. If I leave it down, you really can't see it. It's not that bad. And this, like, is kind of bad. But sometimes I think the reason why it's so bad is because my sideburns is so thick. Like, maybe if this wasn't so thick. No, it still looks kind of bad, don't it? Ooh. And, like, even, like, look. These were, like, full dreads once upon a time. And now they're, like, these little thin mini dreads. And over here, too. Oh, last night, I was like, oh, my God, what is it? Like, okay, not there. But, oh, I can't find it now. But, yeah, like, some of these dreads, like, look at how thin is. I don't even know why they're like that. When I first got with my ex-husband, my first ex-husband, we got into an argument. I don't know if I already talked about this. We got into an argument. My hair was just like this long. He took my hair. He grabbed me. He pulled me up like this. And he took scissors and he said, chop. That's why I have a blunt cut like this. And that's another reason why I left it. To always remind me of what he did. It done got too real. It's 21 minutes later. Anybody watching this, so thanks for listening. Please subscribe to my channel and donate to the cause. Wouldn't it be crazy if I was like, donate to me getting hair replacement therapy? But I mean, people get it and it works. I got 2 kids to take care of, so I gotta be worried about paying these bills. But yeah, I'll try to bring you some news. I'll try to bring you some good stuff. I'll try to talk about hair. Please leave comments and tell me the stuff that you want to hear more about. I will try to read them. I can't promise it because once people start leaving hate in my comments, I just stop reading it. But you can send me a message on YouTube because that, like, for some reason, it pops up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could just be on the home screen. If somebody posts a video, it'd be like, somebody's posted a video. So you can send me a message. You could be like, I want to see more posts about hair. I want to see more posts about braid locks. I want to see you bleach your hair. Please don't ask me to bleach my hair. I will do it. But I'm just saying, please don't ask. But if whatever y'all ask me to do more on, I'm going to do more. And I just want you to know I will be talking about politics sometimes because that's, like, my main thing. But I'll try my best to go live, like, every day after work or, you know, sometime, at least to touch base with you guys. I'm so thankful. I only got 1 like right now. I have subscribers. It's so weird. And I'm so thankful for y'all. I can't believe that y'all actually want to sit around and listen to me talk. Y'all must be weird. But we need to keep this up. We need to keep in contact. We need to make a group. We need to be strong. Be strong for each other. Love each other. But I'm out. I gotta go to bed. I'm so tired. I done worked all night and I gotta go back to work tonight. I'm gonna go to my son's open house. Oh my God. It's so big. There's like 5,000 kids in that school. Anyways, maybe we could talk about that later tonight. But if I see anything else, I'll do another live video and we could chat. Leave comments on what you think. Tell me what else you want to see me post or don't watch. That's okay because I didn't want you to see me looking bald and stupid anyways. Thanks. And I don't have like a handle. I don't have like a hook. I don't have like no sign out. Like peace, egg cookie grease, chicken grease. I don't. I just gotta go. I hate when people stall, so I'm out. And hopefully I don't stay bald forever. And if I do stay bald, hopefully people see me for who I am, and they could overlook the fact that, you know, I am not perfect. All right, guys, live well. How do I get out of here?